Beginning Nutrilite tour.
So we're heading all the way down to go visit Michael.
Real scientists? Oh, hello. Ooh. In action. Oh. In action. In action. All different flavors. Size of pill. That's a big pill. Pause the film. Compressor. Ancient compressor. Ooh. Testing. Love it. Oh. Wall patents. Worked there 34 years.
So what this is, I'm going to talk to you about two different processes we have. First of all, we have a process called extraction, and we have granulation in the powder lab over here. This is where it starts. So we took the technology, or not the technology, but the concept of Carl Rimborg moving from seed to supplement, and we moved it into a high-tech work environment to do that. Now what he wanted to do was take something like a rosemary leaf and extract the nutrients from it so that we have something in smaller quantity, like a rosemary concentrate, that we can add into a tablet and for double X. But the problem we have is initially we cannot put this volume, because if we mill this up and put it into a tablet, the tablet would not have this and would be the size of a horse pill. Exactly. So we have to fit many products into that tablet. So how do we do that? We have extraction technology. So we have our leaf that we received from one of our 3 farms, either in Mexico, Brazil, or Washington. And we put them together with a water or alcohol mix, and we heat it up to a certain temperature. And it's just like if you were just to cook for 3-4 hours and extract and let it run and run. And now we can filter out the leaf, which is mostly fibers and things that don't really have any nutrients in them. And now we have an extract with water and alcohol still left in it. So now all we can do is just remove the alcohol and water, concentrate it down to a form here, and then we have one more machine that we can't see through here, but it also takes it and turns it into a powder. Now this powder is so concentrate that we can just take a pinch and put it into a tablet, and we have a lot of room for much more in the tablet. Now this technology is something that we like to do on roots, could be leaves. It doesn't matter what, we can do it on just about anything, and we'll find and look for any of the phytonutrient levels in anything. And in this particular case, the leaf had the most phytonutrients, so we could put that individually in there and remove that. Now the problem we have, after we got this is beautiful, working great, fantastic, actually has a good flow, like sand. But not always is that the case. We may have something like this, is a dandelion. Say it's a powder, it doesn't want to flow, it just sticks around and it's hard. And we want to go to tableting, and it gets stuck in the hoppers, it won't flow smoothly. So now we have to go through our granulation technology. Now that's on the other side here. So see how it flows so smoothly like this? The way that does that is when you're moving this powder we put in there, we spray it with water. As it's moving through, all the particles that are tiny, 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 that are sticking together, forming one particle. So it's almost like little miniature pebbles, balls, and rocks in there. And all of a sudden now it has a nice good flow, so we don't have any problem with distribution when we go upscale to our tableting facility. Now remember, this is only laboratory work, so it may be 100 times smaller. So when we make a batch, we're going to make a much larger batch when we scale up. So we want to make sure it works good here before we move into production side. Now, this technology is something we can use across the board on all the tablets or anything that we come in. And basically it starts here, and then it moves over to the soft gel or even to the tabling.
Soft gel. Hello. Hello.
Welcome to our labs. And what you're walking through right now is a remodel from 2014, where we expanded the lab from 9,000 square feet, which we used to do all our development work. We should development to a little bit over 30,000 square feet now. So we have the first area where Mr. Holly was showing you. It's our botanical extraction development area, and this is our physical processing area on the second floor. And so in here, one of the things we added with the expansion of these labs, we added obviously the botanical process capabilities you saw in the room to your left, my right, and then also we added a soft gel processing area. So that's going to be to your right, and on a wall you'll see a film that shows you the actual process we use to make gelatin. So the gelatin we cook it, heat it up in a batch, and then we extract air out of it to aerate it, and that makes that clear, smooth outside gel that forms on your tablets. So with these labs in here, we run over 25,000 experiments. 2,500 experiments, and we evaluate over 4,000 different materials a year.
Oh.
So everything that the botanical gets developed gets evaluated here. Even competitors, raw materials get evaluated here. We evaluate everything that we get, and anything that's going to go into our tablets gets evaluated at a whole level and at a single phase level as well. And then to your right, you'll see where most of that work happens. You'll see, actually, there's two technicians working in on the project. You'll see one doing a test on your far left. He's doing a particle size test, where they'll take a product and they'll seed it to different sizes, and they'll give it exactly what size that particle is. What's important about that is that determines how much we're going to put into a tablet. Everybody wants to take small tablets, right? Nobody likes to take those big looking tablets, right? Everybody wants smaller and smaller. So that's the ultimate goal, and that's what we end up concentrating and extracting and doing these things. But with that being said, this lab here is it's considered a global lab, and in fact we support development from across the world. Either from the Americas to China to Europe, anything that's here, even India, anything that gets made or processed comes to this lab here. So we do the initial evaluation, initial development of the prototype, and development of all these products here. To your right, my left, thank you. These are some of the products that we do, some of the materials that we do here, and what the natural state color looks like once we're done with the extraction process. And we do stick to our slogan, which is best of nature, best of science, and seek to supplement. All that is very true here. We follow that. We follow that from the farm all the way into our supplements here. To your left, yes, to your left now, yes, is a raw material room where we store about 60% of the raw materials we use throughout the whole company. And what we do that for is to be able to do quick prototypes, evaluate materials, evaluate new materials that we want to try and different things. We have the ability to do that in this lab. So with that being said, I'm going to pass you over to one of our experienced technicians. His name's Stefan, and he'll take you the rest of the way.
Welcome for joining us. My name's Stefan. I'm a lab technician here in R&D, and most of the work I do is in that big lab over there. I also run the machines and stuff over here. If everyone comes up a little bit. This is our prototype lab. This lab is mostly used by our scientists. They work on new and existing products in here. One of the machines over here I'll highlight is a single punch press. With that little press there, scientists are able to make a single tablet and work on the weight, the characteristics, the hardness of the tablets and stuff. So it allows them to work singularly on a tablet. Also, if you can, some people do that window. Over here we have a DT tester to test the disintegration of the tablets. The tablets we make, we test to make sure that they're passing the DT, which should be under an hour. The little machine right there. But mostly this is used by the scientists. over here, we have a B-type blender. This is where we make most of our blends here that we work on. This is a PK1, which is a B-type blender. This is similar to what they use in production, but yet in production, the blender is at least 100 times bigger. XM12. What makes the XM12 special, it's a bilayer press. So it creates a bilayer tablet, which Mike is going to show you right now.
They're like bees? Like the vitamin B?
Yeah, they're trying to make a bee bilayer. So with the two hoppers, you're able to put two different blends into the machine, and thus you can create a bilayer tablet. If you notice, the green size is bigger, so that's the way the formulation goes. So this is our machine, but in production, which I don't know if they have the bilayer yet, but it would be a bigger model. This is just for pilot support right here.
Oh.
Send you into the yummy room.
Yeah, thank you.
Cherry bite made with chocolate body heat.
Hello. Hey, baby, hello.
Wow. Those are the recipe cards.
Cherry energy.
Wow.
So this is it.
This is it.
Wow. Oh, ingredients too.
Awesome.
Cool.
Right. Some different chips.
And then we have
Wow, smoothies.
pumpkin smoothies here. We want to try it. And then we have recipes over here if you want to make it at home. That's made with the vanilla body.
Cool. And one of these too? Oh, awesome. Cool.
Take a while with them.
I'll take 10 minutes. Yeah.
Hi. Pumpkin
Hello, Barry.
spice smoothie made with the vanilla body. And then we have English.
It's funky with
Oh. Thank you.
Hi, this is pumpkin spice smoothie.
no way. Pumpkin
Vanilla.
Take line.
Which one?
와우. 찍어. 사장님 빨리 찍어. 찍어. 사진. 찍어.
Oh.
이게 어떻게 돼요?
My car is over there. Oh, it's me? Here I am. Hello.
Kentucky Fried Chicken,
Yes.
or whatever. You just convert your spending every day
Got it.
into our own product.
Got it.
You know, so basically you don't need to go out spend any money. You just spend on your product and you kind of routine every